5 richest zodiac signs in 2024 according to Vanga. Although 2024 will be a leap year, it promises rather positive changes, many exciting events, exciting meetings and great opportunities. A leap year is traditionally considered difficult. Disasters are expected, a deterioration in the quality of life and, in general, exceptional troubles. Vanga is rather optimistic about the upcoming 2024. This is largely due to the fact that according to the Eastern calendar, this is the year of the dragon. It is believed that perhaps the most successful times always pass under his patronage. The main rule of the year is to believe in yourself, clearly imagine your goals and confidently move towards them. What can representatives of the zodiac doesn't expect in 2024? I'll tell you now. Just first of all, like and subscribe to my channel. And we begin. Aries. If you believe the horoscope, representatives of this fire sign will not be bored in 2024. Perhaps not everything will be easy, but in general the stars are favorable. Do not give up in the face of difficulties, and you will definitely achieve your goal. The beginning of the year promises unexpected events. They will teach you a lot, and the experience gained will be useful many times later. Many people will have a noticeably expanded circle of contacts, and this will be useful from a business point of view. Unexpected changes are possible in your personal life. Moreover, at first they may make you worry, but later it will become clear that the situation is developing in the best way. In general, 2024 is favorable for starting new romantic relationships or strengthening existing ones. The second half of the year is the time when you can and should take initiative, and this applies to all areas of life. But you shouldn't act rashly. Think it through first. In business, composure, self-discipline and a serious approach will be especially important. It is important not to get lost, to believe in yourself and to rely more on your own common sense than on the advice of others. Overall, 2024 offers Aries many opportunities for growth and development in all areas of their life. Be open to new things, willing to embrace change and use your strengths to achieve success. Special advice from the horoscope. Don't get excited, be balanced in your decisions and careful in your words, less emotional. Taurus. Taurus is entering a new cycle in 2024. Jupiter, the planet of luck, good fortune and new opportunities, will be in your sign for most of the year. This will open many doors for you. All you have to do is enter them at the right time. In terms of work and business, this year will be one of the best in the last 10 years, with the first 6 months being especially favorable. At this time, you can expect interesting proposals for cooperation, both for those who are engaged in their own business and for those who are employed. The first half of the year is also an extremely favorable time for correcting previously made mistakes in personal relationships. Here we are talking not so much about love affairs, but about friendly and professional contacts. Restoring old connections will be extremely useful in your work. The horoscope promises you the full cooperation of the stars throughout the first half of the year, on the love front too, and warns that this will not always continue. It is very important not to fall into euphoria, to maintain a critical attitude towards yourself and your capabilities, then the difficulties that are very likely to begin in the summer will not take you by surprise. The second half of the year can be a test of strength for most experienced lovers. And if the relationship was already hanging by a thread, then towards the end of the year this thread may break. Special horoscope advice. If you are offered training or advanced training, please do not refuse. Gemini. The first half of the year can be quite hectic, so it is better not to rush with important decisions at this time. Events will develop quickly, and it will not always be clear to you what the true reason for what is happening is. But soon you will figure it all out. Then the right time will come to make long-term plans and look for a way to implement them. Saturn settled in the career house for all 12 months of 2024. This indicates some difficulties in business. In the first half of the year, it will be difficult to find a new job, or an existing one will require even more effort and patience. This may be due to new responsibilities, as well as the fact that you will take on additional workload in order to increase your income. It is better to postpone opening a business, if one is planned. In addition, in the first half of the year, quarrels and conflicts in the family may arise more often. However, already from August we can expect warmer temperatures around the family hearth. Many unusual meetings await you in the second half of the year. Some acquaintances will be useful from a business point of view, others will simply be extremely pleasant. From the point of view of personal relationships, this period will be especially favorable, especially for Geminis who have not fallen in love with anyone for a long time. It is better to devote the period from September to the end of the year to the implementation of long-term projects. And, most importantly, pay attention to health. Stress and overload have a cumulative effect, and can ultimately result in all sorts of troubles. Therefore, in the fall it is especially important for you to alternate work processes with rest. Special advice from the horoscope: those living in places far from home should be more attentive to the laws of a foreign country. Cancer. Don't delay your holidays. The very beginning of 2024 will be especially favorable for you. You can change jobs or open your own business, immerse yourself in creativity and turn it into a source of income. You will have plenty of opportunities for self-expression and manifestation of your talents. This time is also suitable for resolving financial issues, major purchases and investments. You can purchase real estate, but it is important to pay maximum attention to the correct execution of documents. March will bring changes, and at first they are unlikely to please you. Business relationships will become more tense, and at home it will sometimes be hectic. You will have to spend a lot of time and effort to solve the problems of others, and you will not immediately receive gratitude for your efforts. It is important not to lose your head, to be guided by common sense and not emotions. For Cancers, family is always an important aspect of life, and in 2024 they will be able to strengthen their family ties even more. Be prepared for important events in the new year, including weddings, the birth of children, or other joyful moments. It is possible to renew relationships with old friends or former passions living in another city or in another country, as well as in their native places. Single people will have a great chance to meet a loved one. In terms of career and work, 2024 will be full of opportunities for Cancers. New projects and proposals will appear that can lead to advancement on the career ladder or improved professional development. Special horoscope tip: the night is dark before the dawn, and it will definitely come, no matter what happens. Leo. Start the year by reviewing your plans. Try to understand yourself and understand what you really want to achieve. You will have enough time to think about everything and set priorities. It is possible that you will abandon previously set goals in order to implement some completely new ideas. A favorable period will begin in February, which will last until the end of summer. It is especially well suited for solving problems related to work and business, and finding new partners. It is possible that you will change your field of activity, and this will significantly increase your income. Personal life may temporarily fade into the background in the first half of the year, since work will be much more important. However, relations with a regular partner may fade somewhat, cool down, and this process will turn out to be mutual. If you value your family and loved ones, then it is better to carefully analyze what is happening and come up with available countermeasures. And if not, then let everything go as it goes. You may have to understand that all the achievements of the past will be in jeopardy, and the sooner you realize this, the sooner you can take the necessary measures. Most likely, it will not be possible to completely resolve all controversial issues in 2024, and they will continue in 2025. Autumn is a good time to expand your social circle. New things will help here. It is thanks to them that you will meet very different people. The beginning of a romantic relationship is possible, which will develop so rapidly that by the end of the year you will think about marriage. Special advice from the horoscope: don't wait for everything to work out on its own or for you to be offered something interesting. Take action. Virgo, the favorable changes that began in the second half of 2023 will continue in 2024. It will be marked by hard work and investment. At the beginning of the year, representatives of the sign will have wonderful opportunities to expand their horizons, be it enrolling in a university, defending an academic degree, or simply traveling. Success in interaction with foreign companies and profitable work in import and export are also possible. If you have been thinking about learning something or getting a new profession for a long time, move on to specific actions. You will quickly achieve your first successes. In general, the first half of the year is favorable for hard work, improving professional skills and self-improvement. In the spring, Virgos will have good financial opportunities, and contacts with partners and clients will bring many benefits. The middle of the year will be somewhat more difficult. You will be prone to hasty judgments, so you may make serious mistakes. Give yourself some time, think it over carefully, try to collect more information. Intelligibility in communication is also important. Very different people will try to win your sympathy and trust. Not everyone can be trusted. In personal life, complex processes that began in the recent past will continue. Divorced spouses will be able to comprehend the events of the past few years and understand where to move next. The stars will demand a responsible attitude towards their partner and will sternly ask for mistakes made in the past. And if there were quite a few of them on both sides, then a deterioration in relations, a cooling off, is quite likely. Special advice from the horoscope. Life does not stand still, the world is big and there are many people in it. There will be a match for you. Libra, a certain period of your life is clearly coming to an end. 2024 is a transition from the past to the future, and it may not be easy at all. However, you are on the right path, and everything will work out for you. Many representatives of your sign will be closely involved in arranging their homes. Major repairs, construction, purchase of a new house, apartment, cottage are possible. And in some cases, all this will happen in places far from home. The horoscope strongly recommends that anyone who is planning to move to another country or will be forced to do so, carefully study foreign laws. The beginning of the year may be difficult. In the first months, tension is likely, with a large number of events requiring attention. It won't be immediately clear what you need to focus on. Professional disagreements cannot be ruled out. The competitive struggle, which you would prefer to end a long time ago, may intensify. The middle of the year will be interesting and inspiring. This is a time of right decisions, unexpected insights, pleasant surprises. Libras who listen to the prompts of intuition and are not afraid to change their lives will be able to achieve what they have long dreamed of. It is worth taking the initiative in business. If you have long wanted to implement an idea, but did not dare, try doing it in the summer. The chances of achieving success are very high. The period will also be favorable from the point of view of romantic relationships. The last months of the year will be influenced by positive trends. This time is suitable for strengthening old ties and starting new relationships. You will begin to understand people much better. You will feel more confident and calmer thanks to the support of loved ones. Some Libra will receive offers that they have been secretly waiting for a long time. Special horoscope advice. Now is the time to give up bad habits and acquire useful ones. Scorpion. The coming year will bring new plans and projects for Scorpios, but at the same time it will force many to reconsider their lives, what is really important in it, and what is better to get rid of. At the beginning of the year you will need to work hard. This time will not be the easiest, especially for Scorpios who strive for professional success. Even the usual work will be more difficult than usual. Competition may intensify, and your rivals may resort to dishonest methods. At this time, it is especially important to carefully choose your allies and not trust everyone who is trying to gain your trust. Over time, the influence of positive trends will increase, and the middle of the year will be favorable. You will understand how to solve problems that arose earlier, decide on the goals you would like to achieve. Business trips are likely and will be successful. Pleasant acquaintances are possible, and the beginning of a long relationship is possible, which will soon become not only business, but also friendly in nature. Your social circle will change noticeably. You will easily get along with those whose interests and views on life are very different from yours. At the end of the year you will have a lot of worries. Changes are possible in all areas. It is possible that you will begin to plan a move and look for a new job, or decide to get married. Special advice from the horoscope. In personal relationships, the second half of the year will be the most revealing. The period from August to December will show which direction they will go next. It could be marriage or a complete break. Sagittarius. In the first half of the year, the influence of positive trends will prevail. You can achieve success in your work or business if you focus on them and decide on your goals in time. There will be a chance to try your hand at something completely new. Try not to miss it. Entrepreneurs and managers are waiting for the conclusion of important contracts that will take their enterprise to a new level. Those who work for hire will also strengthen their professional position. This could be a promotion at their current place of work, or maybe a move to another, more promising and larger organization. The peak of professional luck is expected in May. The second half risks becoming more difficult. It is possible that a romantic relationship will begin, which will develop throughout the year, become serious and become very important to you. This love story can be very unusual, and your feelings can be much stronger than you have experienced before. By December it will become very clear whether you are ready to move on. But for many married couples, the second half of 2024 will turn out to be quite difficult. From August, all the problems in the relationship will begin to make themselves known loudly. The financial picture for the year is quite favorable. Significant cash receipts will become regular. June will mark the beginning of a good period for serious transactions and large purchases. Special horoscope advice. You can't jump over your head. Do what you are good at. Capricorn. Globally, 2024 for Capricorns is the year of revealing creative potential or adding to the family. All favorable indicators are concentrated in the sphere of creativity and love, not to be confused with marriage. The beginning of the year will open new horizons for those representatives of the sign who have recently felt that they are marking time, unable to move forward, or get closer to long-set goals. There will be many opportunities to learn something useful. Some Capricorns will even take advantage of the situation and acquire a new profession. It is important not to be content with superficial knowledge, but to try to understand everything well. And don't be shy about sharing what you've learned. It will be useful to everyone. In everything related to work, professional growth and property issues, you can rely on your intuition. Its tips will be accurate and will be much more useful than the advice of your friends. It is important not to mix business and personal relationships, especially if you are focused on developing your career. In the middle of the year, it is worth taking the initiative more often, and in various areas of life. This is a favorable time for new beginnings. In everything you undertake, you will feel the support of the stars. Many good ideas will appear, and unusual but effective solutions will often come to mind. Financially, 2024 is very good. Money will be received as usual, and pleasant surprises are possible, such as bonuses and awards. Unexpected gifts of fate are also possible. If not a lottery win, then something as close to it as possible. Special advice from the horoscope. You will only need one thing: to show yourself brightly, unconventionally and freshly. Aquarius. The beginning of the year will be favorable. However, it is important not to create illusions and not deceive yourself. If you try to objectively assess both your strengths and the current situation, you will be able to avoid annoying mistakes and not fall into traps set by ill wishes. This time will be favorable to start learning something new. You may become interested in areas of knowledge that have not previously attracted you. It is possible that this will be the first step towards a new profession. In the middle of the year you will notice a slight decrease in business activity, but this period will also be successful. The stars will be especially favorable to Aquarians who are engaged in creativity or, by the nature of their activities, are associated with art. The income of such representatives of the sign can increase significantly. The closer the end of the year comes, the more effort you will need to put in to achieve your goals. This is true for all areas of life. Even personal relationships are no exception. This year you will be able to resolve a long-standing conflict or misunderstanding that may have caused dissonance in family relationships. If you are in a serious relationship, then this year it will move to a new, deeper level of emotional connection and stability. For those who are looking for a partner, this year may bring you a meeting with the right person. Try to be open to meeting new people. Financially, the first half of the year is a good period. At this time, many representatives of your sign can count on the support of business partners, free assistance, and favorable loans. Profits from successful real estate transactions are possible. The second half of the year is more difficult. Money can go away almost constantly. Special advice from the horoscope. You will have to put everything in order, both in business and in your personal life. The time has come to strengthen your rear everywhere. Pisces. The beginning of the year will bring changes. They may be unexpected for you, since they will happen in those areas of life where before everything was predictable and stable. New goals will appear. You will begin to have a different attitude towards what you previously considered important. This is not to say that everything will depend only on you. Circumstances may turn out very favorably, and in some ways you will simply be lucky. But you still have to make an effort so that everything turns out the way you would like. If you get a chance to learn something, don't miss it. Your new knowledge will certainly come in handy. The second half of the year will be favorable for business communication. In addition to the emergence of new partners, it is also possible to restore ties with former colleagues. Many representatives of your sign will plan to move, open a business or its branch in another city or in another country. Trips and long journeys are possible, thanks to which you will not only get a lot of vivid impressions, but also change some everyday habits. New interests and hobbies may appear, which you can later turn into a source of income. The first half of the year is a great time for romances that can lead lovers to the doors of the registry office. In the second half of the year, various problems will arise on the path to happiness: dissatisfaction with parents, relatives, or opposition from a former marriage partner or an old flame. However, love will overcome everything, and if it is mutual, then all obstacles will certainly be swept away. Perhaps not in 2024, but already next year. Special horoscope advice. If it seems that overwork and stress have become your constant companions, reconsider the amount of work and your obligations.